Welcome back, welcome in. Could this possibly be the best early game minion necro build? Yeah, I have worked on several builds and messed with the skills a lot to try and get the perfect build, and I think I finally got it. I'm running minions with my necro build, and I think I finally have my skills down pat. I can show you guys the skills that I use. So before we get into this, there is one key detail that I did get with this build, and it is an amulet that I found, the Choker of Explosive Mist, and it has imprinted with an aspect that when you use Blood Mist, it will trigger corpse explosion on surrounding corpses for you. So you can have corpse explosion enabled, but you don't have to have it on your skill key in order to use it. This Blood Mist will already activate it for you. It has resistance to elements, healing power, increased movement speed, and damage reduction, which is great. So I can go over my skills with you guys if you want. So to start off with my skill tree, I wanted to go ahead and show this to you guys. I am running a minion build, and for my basic skill, I am using a Reap, and the route I went was Acolyte's Reap, which forms a corpse under the first enemy hit, and it occurs every 4 seconds, which is great. I have that upgraded 3 out of 5 times so far. And the reason I went with this is when you use it, it will generate a corpse for you, so you can constantly summon minions. And then down here, under the core skills, I went with Bone Spear, because even though they nerfed it, it is still pretty OP. And then the route I went with it was Paranormal Bone Spear, which has a 5% increased critical strike chance. If the primary projectile critically strikes, it fires 2 additional bone shards upon destroyed. And that actually happens with almost every hit. I have 1 in Hued Flesh, which gives me another chance to create a corpse. And then I have Unliving Energy, which of course increases my essence. With the corpse skills, we have Blood Mist, because the amulet that we have uses that and activates our corpse explosion. So the route I went with that was Ghastly Blood Mist, and it leaves behind a corpse every 1 second, so it's constantly regenerating the corpses that it explodes for you, which is great. Corpse explosion, I upgraded that. You know, the Blood Mist, you can only put 1 available point in it just to activate it, but this one I'm maxing it out just to have more power. And then the route that I went with it was Blighted Corpse Explosion, which when the corpses explode, they actually generate a Vile Miasma dealing shadow damage, which is great. So you're constantly doing damage with that. Of course, 3 in Grim Harvest, which generates more essence, and then increased damage. So I have 3 and then 1 on that. Down here at the curse skills, we have Death's Embrace, and then we have Decrepify, which basically curses the area and causes damage and slows the enemies. Probably going to go with Abhorrent Decrepify on that one. Down here, more, I just did Reaper's Pursuit, and then Gloom, and then Terror. I did Serration for my bone skills. The ultimate, I went with Bone Storm, of course, and then I added in Bonded in Essence. And I went with Inspiring Leader, which affects your minions as well. I have 1 in Standalone. Increases damage reduction for both you and your minions. And then down here at the key passive, I went with Callan's Edict. You've not taken damage in the last 2 seconds, your minions gain 15% more attack speed. While you have at least 7 minions, this bonus is doubled, and that is what I'm always running with, is 7. I am constantly respawning minions. So that is the skill tree. Alright, now looking at my weapons, I found this. This was great to start off with, and this was a key in making this build great for early game, because it is imprinted with Blood Mist, which triggers corpse explosion on surrounding corpses. It also reduces your cooldown, which is great. So we have the 1 point in Blood Mist just so it would trigger our corpse explosion, which is great. Okay, now for our Book of the Dead. First, we're going to go into the skeletal warriors, and what I used are the reapers, and I used the second option. That gives a 15% chance to carve the flesh off enemies, forming a corpse. And I know you're saying, I know you're probably like, well, you have so many of your skills that already provide a corpse, and that is the key here. You want to make sure you have plenty of corpses to constantly summon your minions. If you don't have corpses, you can't summon minions. When you run 7 of your minions, that'll be 4 of the reapers and then 3 of your mages. Your mages, I went with the bone. Every time a bone mage dies from its attack, they leave behind a corpse again, and then they fortify you for 20% of your base life. So what that means is when your skeletal mages die, they are actually adding to your life source. So like your health bubble down here, you can still keep a full bubble, keep full health, because if you're constantly summoning, resummoning your minions while you're in a fight, as once they die, they add back to your health, so you're keeping your health constantly up, which is a plus. Once you have your golem upgraded, you can actually add that too and have him run with you. I chose the blood. While you're healthy, your blood golem gains 25% damage reduction and 50% increased damage. So that means he's taking damage for you, but he's taking less. But he's absorbing less damage, but he's taking damage for you, so he's not getting harmed as bad. And while you are healthy, if you're constantly summoning your minions and your mages are constantly fortifying your health, you're constantly staying healthy, so your golem is constantly staying at that 25% and 50%. Alright guys, that is it for the video. That is my build as far as my Necromancer for early game running minions. If any of this was helpful to you, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what your build is if you have something different, or if there was any skill in this video that you are using that you felt really helped you. Also, I want to know about any pieces of armor or jewelry that you found that also helped you early game, because we all know that Necromancers don't have that much durability early game, and any little bit helps. So drop your information down in the comments. If this was helpful, leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more gaming related videos, I do a wide variety of videos. Make sure you subscribe. So hopefully I'll see y'all in the next video, and y'all have a good one. Bye.